got bored with doing certain things, and basically, I'm preparing for the final exam. Not really. And I'm supposed to be preparing for this final exam, and then I totally forgot to shut my window because, Anyway, I hope you guys are having a lovely Tuesday. I decided to do this because, I just want to talk. There's some things I need to talk about that just has happened. So let's get it started. I want to go ahead and get it started. I don't want to waste your time. Let's start. Okay. Okay. And if the side didn't tell you anything, then if you don't know how to read signals or signs of how someone feels by sighing, then I'm gonna tell you, I'm kind of sick of this Tory Lanez and Meg The Stallion situation. Um, Particularly because taxpayers' dollars are wasted on this case. Um, there's still a hole in the story about what really happened. There's some parties that were supposed to be talking that was not talking. Kelsey, big teeth ass Kelsey. Um, but long story short, I'm not the type of female that would sleep with somebody's boyfriend anyway. So it's neither here nor there with me. But I want to talk about both Tory Lanez and Meg The Stallion came out last week and had to say their piece. Tory is still trying to get a retrial for his case because he damn sure don't want to do 25 years. I don't think he's going to do 25 years. He's not going to do that in many years. I mean, 25 years is a little bit overkill. That's life in prison, basically. You gave him life in prison, and the person that he shot is still alive. So, Meg The Stallion opened up about overcoming public scrutiny after Tory Lanez shooting case. She said, I have truly survived the unimaginable. That's her pretty pictures. Her pictures are pretty. And she got snatched. I don't know who she got snatched for, but she got snatched. Um, while speaking with LUS, which is Elle Magazine, Meg opened up about how she was able to navigate the traumatic experiences and still come out on top. For years, my attackers laughed and joked about my trauma. For years, my attacker peddled false narratives about what happened on the night of. Can I say this? I get that Meg is traumatized by this whole situation. I totally understand that she's traumatized. I totally get it. I'll be traumatized too if somebody shot a gun. Let me tell you about the one time my cousin accidentally dropped the firecrackers and the firecrackers flew off in the audience, and I thought everybody had died, honey. So I mean, if a firecracker incident scares the hell out of you, I can imagine somebody shooting at you. But a lot of people will say, well, she needs to move on. Well, the best way to move on is to talk about it so you can get past it. Um, but her image was also destroyed because people didn't believe her story. Okay. Her image was destroyed in the process of this story. So it's not only just her talking about it just to get over the trauma or just to go through the trauma. It's also the fact that people destroyed her image in the process. Okay. And really this whole situation kind of split the entertainment industry. I mean, you had people who played sides, and then on top of that, the people who still have you under their contract, which I thought they were supposed to go to court this January. January in the past and gone. There was supposed to be a case about between her and 1501, so I'm guessing 1501 is really guilty. But can you imagine somebody that you supposed to be working with that's supposed to be supporting you is against you and is supportive of the person that shot you, and they're over here destroying your image just to hurt you? Just a bunch of grown ass, black ass, old ass men chiming against you. That is traumatizing, but in the same sense, this is how I feel. Keep playing the victim, you're gonna always get victimized. That's how I feel. Part of that drama is also she has not healed. You have to understand, when she got into the entertainment industry and she first started popping, her mom had just passed away, so she has trauma for that as well, and she just hasn't healed at all. Um, do I think her coming out with a new album? Do I think her coming back in the spotlight is going to help it? No. I think Meg Thee Stallion needs to take a year break. She needs to take a year break and go to therapy. I don't think she took a long enough break because she thinks she's better, but she's really not. She's coping. So you have Meg. Tell you, don't drop your hair oil on your sheets, man. Just make it scratchy. So this is what Meg Thee Stallion has to say. Meanwhile, Tory is dealing with the trauma of being in prison. Um, So Tory speaks out for the first time in the jail, and he calls out the LA District Attorney Office for depriving him of a fair trial. He said, "I take this stance as an innocent black man wrongfully convicted of a crime I did not commit." Honey. So here, this is him talking.
Write this message with the utmost humility, love, and respect for the remarkable steps that you've taken in regards to fighting for the justice of black and brown minorities. Today I take a stance as an innocent black man, wrongfully convicted of a crime I did not commit. I've watched two district attorneys from your office by the names of Kathy Tarr and Alex Bott unlawfully misuse their authority to hide and suppress any and all exculpatory evidence that exonerates me and furthers my innocence. I was completely robbed and deprived of a fair trial. So on May 8th, my lawyers will be arguing a motion for a new trial. Not only do I owe it to myself to fight for my freedom, but I owe it to my 6-year-old child, my family, my fans, and most importantly, the hundreds and thousands of black and Hispanic minorities that cannot adequately fight for themselves. For 3 years, the prosecution has manipulated a false narrative that has left me with no choice but to expose the practices, the behind-door deals, and the unjust system that was used to illegally convict me and countless other minorities. Dear George Gascon, I write this message with the utmost humility, love, and respect for the remarkable steps.
I guess that was it. So,
Mr. Gascon,
this is my question. That's the first thing people want to do is when they get in trouble legally, the first thing they want to do is bring up children that they didn't give a damn about to begin with. If you cared about your child, you wouldn't have even been entertaining Kelsey, to be quite honest with you. If you are focused on your child, you would not have had a gun and you would not have, aimed it at anyone. Because your thought in your head should have been, I gotta get home to my son, so I can't be dealing with all this foolishness that's going on. But you didn't do that. You sat up there, you messed with Meg, you shot off the gun, and you hurt a foot, which uh, anyway, but he does need shorter sentence. Don't get it twisted. His sentence is ridiculous. Like 25 years and deportation. That's crazy. I say maybe 10 years. 5 years for good behavior. But 25 years is overkill. All right. What else do I want to talk about? Hmm. It's not funny, but it's funny. So apparently it didn't land on us. Okay. Unlike Plymouth Rock that decided to land on my people, but we're not gonna really go there. I ain't gonna lie. Every time they pull down that damn satellite, it messes with me. It messes with me. Every time they pull down that satellite, it messes with me. Last week I was on some weird mess. I was on some weird crap. And I mean, it was just I was off. I was all off because I think I'm contact. I think I'm like contact high. We can go talk about how that is possible. But I'm contact high. Is there any reasoning for complaining? No, that's no point. No reason for complaining because they could complain about me singing loud, singing Bruno Mars music loud. So at the end of the day, it's still not fair game though because me singing does not make people sick. Um, but every time they take a satellite down, it messes with me. So let's look what the Shade Room has to say about this. It says, according to NASA, a solar spectroscopic imager spacecraft known as RISI will be crashing into Earth after more than 20 years in space. NASA warns that most of the satellite will burn as it enters Earth. The space agency said the risk of harm coming to anyone on Earth is low, approximately 1 in 2,467. They have predictions as to when the satellite pieces may land, but are not disclosing that information. So just like the balloons, y'all just gonna shoot down something and not explain to us what's going on. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Granted, that was 6 days ago, so I don't think there's no effects at all. But I ain't gonna lie. Um, the plane was flying pretty low. Just saying. There was a plane last week and it was flying pretty low. Ignore the rigs. I went. I was gonna do a podcast talking about these K-poppers. I don't know what group this is. His name is Moonbin of K-pop's Astro. I don't know what group this is, but I know the detrimental conditions that these K-pop stars are under, and I don't know when it's gonna stop. At what point, it's like when people start passing away. At what point do you sit there and say, okay, well maybe we need to change the conditioning? You know what I'm saying? This is sad. 25 years old. That's a baby. He's a baby. Why is he passing away like that? But y'all know about the conditions. I ain't gotta tell you. Everybody talk about the conditions that K-pop bands gotta go through, because K-pop bands after they get finished they have to go serve in the military in Korea. So apparently, a man screams in agony while being hauled off by police during the YSL trial, causing court to adjourn. I ain't gonna lie. If I was going to jail and I knew I was gonna go to jail for some number of years, I'd be screaming like that too. You ain't gotta be hurting me. Just the thought of me going to jail for a very long time had me screaming. That's bullshit.
Hey y'all, Christian, chill. This is what they want y'all. Just chill. We know what's going on. Just chill. Everyone chill. Okay, this is what they want. They know what's going on. Chill. Say less. Right. Everyone chill. We playing chess here.
Let me see if I can read that little uh, synopsis right there. It says the courtroom where Young Thug Rico trial is being had erupted in chaos Wednesday after YSL member Radelius girl Ryan, nicknamed Little Rod, I like the nickname better, was hauled off by deputies. Multiple other defendants were cuffed and taken out of the courtroom after hearing Ryan scream in the back room. The courtroom was evacuated shortly after the camera stopped recording, which was allegedly prompted by the famed rapper who told photographers to turn that camera off during the chaos.
Sir, have a seat. Let me close. Put him down. Put him down. Put him down. Sir, everybody, not law enforcement, go ahead, clear courtroom. Attorney, stay where you at.
You know, them black officers, they're overzealous. They gotta prove that they're going to knock your black ass out. Okay, I know this. When I was at the CNN center and the security was there following me, like I broke the law or something, and I'm like, girl, if you don't get the hell up out my damn face, y'all might be shut down soon. Get out my face. Artist. All right, so Cat Stack wants y'all to know that she's that girl, but I can't play the music. That's the thing. Okay, she wants you guys to know the songs that's about her. She gained weight. That's good. Because she was looking sick back in the day. Why she got the picture of him tapping Meg Thee Stallion's booty? Ludacris, why are you talking about her? You married. Jeezy, you married too. This was before they got married. I'm pretty sure they made these songs before they got married. Those are all the songs about her. He married too. He's married. Yeah. Castex just wants you guys to know. I'm gonna be doing a psychology video on her one day. Oh, yeah, I say this because I did not know this about people. I did not know that 50 Cent wrote LL Cool J Paradise. I see the money is in the writing, right in the writing world. Let me get my feet in the door to do writing. I don't need to be the star. Let me do some writing. That's the door I want to be in. Shoot, do some behind the scenes stuff. Do some writing. Do some script writing. Some song writing. I got a lot of stuff for you guys out there. Trust and believe. All right, so they released a video proof that his ex-girlfriend was injured at the altercation. The video don't play. Okay, it says in the video they say she casually pushes her hair behind her right ear, reaches for her bag several times, sorts through credit cards, handles phone, holds a menu, and easily holds a glass of champagne. They say he choked her though, so I mean the If they say he choked her, let's hear her speak to see how much damage she got on her throat. Um, I do see the BSness of this all. Like, this dude is just now getting into his fame. You know, he's been working for years to be in the entertainment industry, and now all of a sudden he's being accused of choking, her, Becky with the stringy hair. And so now I'm gonna say this. I watched Quantumania. I did a blog about it. I watched Quantumania. He really did a great job in Quantumania, but it did not fix his case. It just made him hot headed, and I know he's playing a boxer in Creed, which make him look even more hot headed. So yeah, Jonathan Majors. Oh no, y'all make me want to change my major. Cause I don't know what to think of it. Cause to me, I feel like his team is incriminating him even more. They said, "Oh, well, she's injured. What injured?" They say he choked her. Let me hear her speak. Let her talk to see if her throat is injured. Unless they say that she swallowed. I don't know why this keeps happening to me when I come on my live, but I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. We're talking about this in a class, but I want y'all to see what happened with Elon Musk's SpaceX Starship rocket. So of course y'all know it exploded. Duh. But I have commentary about this because we talked about this in one of my classes. Um, um, and yeah. So listen to what happened.
And that appears like the automated flight termination system has been activated. And that appears like the automated flight termination system has been activated.
I need y'all clips to be longer.
Here, absolutely pumped to clear the pad and make it this far into the test flight, the first integrated flight of the booster and the Starship vehicle.
Live view there of our control center at Starbase, which we refer to as Star Command. As we said before.
I'll be back. Hold on. I gotta see something real quick.